Welcome, dear friends. Here we are, another day, another opportunity to learn with Emmanuel. Today's message is from the book Words of Life Eternal, Words of Eternal Life. And this chapter is titled by Emmanuel, Peace at Home. And it starts with a Bible quote from the Gospel of Luke, chapter 10, verse 5, that says, "In whatever house you enter, first say, peace be to this house," unquote. Emmanuel tells us that you can buy bread, clothing, shoes, and medicine on the earth, but not peace. Money may provide a house and comfort, but not inner tranquility. That is why Jesus recommended that before entering a home, we should say, "Peace be to this house." This lesson is a powerful appeal for tolerance and understanding. Let's take a break, like a deep breath. We can buy many things in this world, including all the physical things we are using to connect with one another today, but not inner tranquility. Money may provide us comfort, but not our peace of mind. Money, there's actually a book titled Money by Emmanuel. Money is a tool, just like the camera I'm using is a tool, the microphone, the computer, the software. Those are tools that we can choose to use for the good or for evil. Money is one of the ways that you and I exchange goods and labor in this world, but will not bring us tranquility. So Jesus says, next time you enter your house, you say, "Peace be to this house. Peace be to this workplace. Peace be to this grocery store. Peace be to this school." We need to practice doing the good, wishing peace upon all that are around us. And Emmanuel will continue this lesson for us by saying, this lesson is a powerful appeal for tolerance and understanding. At the threshold of your home, clothe yourself with patience and understanding so that you do not enter among your loved ones as a domestic enemy. So another important concept, you and I take time to take care of our physical appearance. We wear clothes, shoes for protection. We use vehicles to go to and from. But here Emmanuel is saying at the threshold of your home, before we enter our homes, we clothe ourselves with patience and understanding. Those are the spiritual clothing, the spiritual habits, the spiritual gifts, the spiritual abilities that we are right now learning during this reincarnation. Patience and understanding. So we don't enter as an enemy, we enter as an ally. He will continue talking about the home. This is about our homes. Are we entering our homes as a domestic enemy and causing even more chaos and despair? Question for us to reflect upon. He says, if someone has strayed from the right path, or if the household arrangements displease you, use kindness and cooperation so that the difficulty may be reduced. We may think someone we love is strayed from what we think for them is the right path, knowing fully well in Spiritism that everyone has their own path, and that path is dictated by God, not you and I. We have free will to choose things, and our loved ones have free will to also choose the not right path, as you and I see, but we don't see everything. We only see facets of those who live around us, those who work with us, those who share society with us. So it's important that you and I bring kindness and cooperation so that the difficulty between the spirits or the souls who are reincarnated, can be reduced. It says, if worries trouble you or criticisms humble you, Remain silent about your personal irritations and avoid increasing the tension. So we should say everywhere, silence is prayer, silence is service. Because when we are being criticized or troubled, and then things are humbling us to understand, oh, I am a child of God. I'm flawed. I can improve. I have already gained a lot, but I'll be better. Remain silent and avoid increased attention. This is one of the hardest things for you and I to do, is to zip it up. Receive each meal as a blessing. Open and close doors and windows gently. No slamming things around. To not move objects with violence, right? If I can pick up my phone with kindness instead of putting it down with kindness instead of slamming things. It says avoid unnecessary shouting. Reach the person, go to their room, talk to them instead of shouting around. Practice courtesy. Jesus always told us, do unto others. Wouldn't we want to live in a place where meals are received as divine blessings, where criticism doesn't exist, where we avoid talking about our preoccupations and irritations so the tension decreases? Wouldn't we live in a place there's no shouting, there's no violence when we touch things, when we move things, right? So we do unto others. It starts with us. I cannot change anybody. You cannot change anybody. Well, we can change ourselves. And as we receive meals with blessing, we remain silent, we use kindness and cooperation, we are a model for our loved ones to be, okay, it can be done differently. I do not need to repeat the scripts that I learned during childhood. I can build a new us together. So some people say the home is the place where one lets off steam, right? Sometimes we behave so nicely and polite outside, and we come home and we unleash on our loved ones. And Emmanuel is going to say that's not what we should do. What should we do? He says there is truth to that. Sometimes it is the place where we feel comfortable, we can see ourselves. However, there's no reason to turn the home into a place where human beings behave like animals, right? We need to stop reacting and start acting, which means think before you say, stop before you do, ponder before you say something. Animals react. You enter, they see you, they might be scared. We enter. When we clothe ourselves with patience and understanding, then we enter our home as an ally, not an enemy. When we walk around without being rough, with gentleness, without violence, when we touch and care for the things of the physical that give us comfort, we are calmer, we are more understanding, we are more pleasant to be around. Therefore, what do we say? What does Emmanuel say to us? Let us bring peace upon our personal sphere so that the sphere of others may also become peaceful. So we are emotional beings. We're spiritual beings having a physical existence, but we also emotional beings. There's something called emotional contagion. So when I enter a room with anger, with violence, I contaminate others with that anger and violence. If you enter a room that is full of discord and disagreements and heated arguments, you're going to feel irritated, anxious as well. So when we bring peace, we leave peace and spread peace around. We all long for world peace, don't we? Emmanuel says, but we must never forget that world peace begins with us. So today, dear friends, what a blessing to be here with you, studying and reminding ourselves that the peace we want to see in the world begins with us. May the peace that you seek in the world be materialized inside your heart today, so that when you go to your home, your workplaces, you can be of service to God in spreading the good. May you stay well, and God willing, I'll be back with you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.